Hey everybody, this is Lisa Moore with Unapologetically-Me. Sorry if it's a little bit loud in here. I just have to record right off the hip. I really want to make this video because I want to speak to those people who are trying to heal or have already healed, and we have friends, family, significant other, and many other people who expects us to be healed, but also expects us to be available. Now, we absolutely need to take accountability. Me, myself, I want to give y'all a background story. So, I have a few good friends that are very close to me. I'm not really close to a whole lot of people outside of my family. However, I went through a major torturous situation in 2020. However, through the years I was coming out of that, the Lord taught me to heal. He taught me to trust again. He taught me to think better. Just all around, just the better healed me. Thank God for that. However, I think sometimes when people heal, we expect them to be healed, whole, and ready and available for us because we feel like, oh, it's been a long time, or we feel like you should just be a better friend right now. Let me say, I have not been a good friend at all. I'm a very dependable friend. I'm not a fake person. I don't try to hurt people or anything like that. However, after the traumatic situation that I went through, the Lord healed me and helped me rebuild my life and helped me rebuild even better than I was before. Learning more about myself, learning more about other people, all the good stuff. However, I have unlearned a whole lot of things, but now I'm in a place of now learning things. I have a friend that feels as if I have not been available to her and I have not been a good friend. I'm not returning calls as much. I do respond, but not as often as possible. Also, coming out of traumatic situations, and also me growing up as being younger, my mom didn't really have friends. I didn't learn until I got grown that my mom was actually depressed. I didn't understand that. I just knew my mom was a good mom. I knew she was available to us. I knew all those things. But I did not understand the fact that she was depressed. And I thought sometimes you don't have generational curses. Sometimes you can have generational learned behaviors. And that is something that I learned. I thought, well, not just thought, I think I just felt comfortable. We're not having many friends. My mom didn't. We had family. We had each other. Now that I'm grown and I'm older, I love having friends. But I have to learn how to be a friend. Am I good with secrets? Am I dependable? Am I loving? Am I accountable? If I'm there, all of the things. But I'm not responsible when it comes to returning phone calls or wanting to be available and bother every day. I also do hair for a living, so I'm around people 24/7, which puts a major tax on what I already had growing up. However, I'm saying that to say the Lord has delivered me from a whole lot of different things to the point where now I'm healed, now I'm accountable, now I recognize what my mom went through, now I recognize the things that I've been through, and that's good, and I learned to come away from a lot of things. However, now I'm learning to get in the habit of answering the phone, to be emotionally available, to be emotionally present, to be physically present, to return calls again. I have children. I have 5 children in a home. Um, I have a husband. I have a business, many businesses. I do hair from morning to night, literally. So I think some friends also expect me to be available where they're, so when they are, which I'm a lot of times are not available. I'm literally trying to carve out time to go to the gym. I'm trying to carve out time, and my everyday don't look the same. You get what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't look the same. Nevertheless, my point of saying all of this to give you a background story. I had a lot going on to where I could not be as available as much as possible, and still have a lot going on, and will probably forever have a lot going on. But I am learning to be a better friend. My The thing I really want to get across in this video, when people are learning to come out of dysfunction, or maybe just come out of heal, and get, situation, and learning how to heal, and learning how to maneuver, and learning how to get our minds back under control, and learning about how to be present for ourselves, let alone anybody else. We are in amazing spaces now, but you do have to give people time to now learn new things. I think when we think of healing and being delivered, we think that now they should have it right. No. A lot of times we are healed and we are delivered from the past, but now we have to learn and replace it with new things. And that does take time. I'm not, however, talking to those who give excuses and really don't want to learn. I do want to learn, but I'm learning to be a better friend. And when you love somebody, not just your spouse, not just sisters and brothers, aunts, uncles and cousins, but also friends and also people in the church that are now getting ready to be majorly delivered. Just because they're delivered does not mean they know and have learned new habits now. That takes time. And when you love somebody with a compassionate love and with an agape love from the Lord, you read that scripture and you know that it means what it means, not just giving excuses, but love is patient, love is kind, love does not boast, love does not envy, it does not keep a record of wrongdoing. All the things when you're dealing with friends, loved ones, dealing with society, dealing with people in the church. I'm not saying don't have boundaries and guard your heart, but what I am saying is allow those same people that have been delivered to now gain new personality and new habits and new functions in life. And not just take it upon yourself, because I know we all can do that. I myself do it as well. To where we in society now, we see how people move and we come up with our own scenario and we make that law. And if they give you anything besides what it is that you came up in your mind, you think it's an excuse. I have done it. Many of us have done it. But it's not true. And I don't make this video out of a backlash to anyone or even to my friend. She genuinely have feelings and I do understand it. However, through the accountability, through the situation and through the traumatic situation, I am, and we all should take accountability of our actions. And what I mean by that is it doesn't mean that you're necessarily wrong, but it does make that means that the situation is valid. And what I mean by that is, did I mean to just not be a good friend and not be available? No. I'm unlearning I've unlearned a lot. I've healed from a lot. I've grown from a lot. I feel amazing. But now I'm learning. Now I'm depositing of how to be a better friend, how to be a better listener, how to be a better communicator, how to be more available, not how to make times and how to express our feelings and not just expect the other person to already know what it is that we're feeling. But I take accountability because the truth is I haven't been a good friend. No matter the reason, I have not been a good friend. I have not been available. I have not been as nurturing to my friendship. I have not been cultivating my friendship as I should have. So I can be accountable for that. We have to learn to be accountable. Even if we don't mean wrong, the situation and the facts are still there. I have not been available. I have not been as good of a friend as I want to be. Does that mean I'm purposely doing it or doing her wrong? Absolutely not. I would never take advantage of my friendships. But her feelings are valid, and it is the truth. So I do take accountability for that. But I just want to let us know on both hands. For one, take accountability even when you didn't mean to do wrong. And even if you have a valid explanation as to why you are or are not doing something. And I feel like if you have an amazing friendship that can be fixed, I feel like that person and you both should have emotional accountability to where you both can hear each other out and not use it as excuses. I'm not talking about those who are giving excuses. This is unapologetically me. So you have to check yourself and you know when you're giving excuses. But for those who are not, I just want to say, love is patient. Love is kind. Love does not boast, is not keep record of wrongdoing, and many other things that scripture says. We know in our hearts and in our minds. But at the same token, yes, hold your boundaries. But holding boundaries does not mean blocking people out. Having boundaries does not mean not making yourself available because this person didn't. That's becoming pettiness. But I do say guard your heart, but in guarding your heart, also get understanding of the situation before you harden your heart towards it. And the third thing is take accountability, even if you feel like you're not wrong. Look at the facts. The facts is the facts. You're not a good friend, and it's not intentionally, but also give people grace. And giving people grace is not just letting them do whatever they want to do to you, but giving grace is also understanding the situation and letting them come around to now fixing it. Letting them be healed from situation without us thinking, oh, you're just so used to drama, or you're just so used to pain, or you're just so used to hurt that you don't know when somebody's being a good friend. That isn't true. I can identify that you being a good friend. I can identify that you love me. I can identify all those things. And I have healed from a lot. And many other people have healed from a lot. But now we're just relearning how to be in the society now. And that's okay, you know? And I love you guys, but I'm asking you to look at all three parts of a situation here today, not just in friendships, but also in the church. When we try to judge people, oh, they're still doing this, or they're still being that way, or they're still doing whatever. I'm sorry, it's my baby. They're still doing whatever. You don't know the journey that God is taking them through, and you don't know when God is pulling so much out of a person, and when they finally come back, and now they're down, they're now having to learn to be deposited with more. Give people grace. This is Unapologetically Me. Be unapologetically you. See you in the next video. Bye.